Yeah, I'm present. It's TVC, the Television Commission Press Tour.
What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy Brillo. We back in the building as this press tour continues.
I'm the mailman, call me Burrow Malone. That last play was foul, I'm running the zone. Don't let her check the slime, I'm ice on hoes. Don't say it's on the floor, my apes lifting for more. I'm sorry, I cater to this bag so I can't love a hoe. My pockets screaming, give me more, my AR saying, give me smoke. My mind saying, plays emotion. I be thinking about my past, but I still be focused. Grabbing drugs on my last mind roller coaster. Who did some voodoo on me? Let's hit the south, I got a thick bitch putting pussy on me. Phone full of Clio, we can get some money. She love your baby dirty draws, she let me meet her junkie.
Yeah, we back in the building. It's the press tour. If it's your first time coming across the page, man, lock into the real. You know the deal. Like, subscribe. You already know the vibe. What's good? We got Steve up in the building. What's good? We're in here a little early today. I got some running around to do, but today I'm presenting to you only on Brillo, the Big Review. We got Top Opps. That's when two characters from different shows do battle. You know what I'm saying? And today we got a classic. We got the cartoon hero himself, Mr. Press Tour himself, Tommy Egan, versus that cold-blooded, demented, demonic individual that is Marlo, Black Stansfield from The Wire. Two of my favorite shows of all time, The Wire, as well as Power. Top Opps. We got 5 categories, y'all. 5 categories. We got power. Okay, who has the most power in their respective universes? We got money. That's quite straightforward. Who has the most money, right? Who has the most assets, resources, things of that nature between the two characters in their respective universes. We got the motion, y'all. The motion means who has the most opportunities, who has the most motion, so to speak. We know what it is. Of course, we got my favorite, which is press factor. Who's out here pressing on these streets between the two characters? And it always comes down to the intelligence, right? Who's the smartest character? Real quick, in the comments, who y'all think gonna take this one? Who do you think is gonna take this one? We got Tommy versus Marlo, man. Who y'all got in the comments? This one might surprise you. I feel like this one could go either way. It could go either way. I know I give Tommy Egan a hard time on my lives, but gotta be honest, the man is a legendary character, man. Legendary gangster in television history. And Marlo is goated. He is the only villain that I've seen who actually won. Right? Marlo escaped, no jail time, didn't get rolled in smoke, did not get packed up, no jail time, and escaped with all his money. Name me another character to do that. On The Wire, this man escaped with all his money, didn't go to jail, didn't do a big prison bid, and didn't get packed up. All the mayhem he caused around Baltimore didn't get packed up. Dog, was Marlo a cartoon character? What y'all think? I didn't even think about that. Was Marlo a cartoon character? All the stuff that he did, he never went to jail, didn't get packed up, and was pressing out here on these streets. Literally. Let me know what's the gripe with Marlo. But dog, I don't know. Like, this is a tough one, man. This is interesting. Like, of course, you know what I'm saying? If we talking which is the better show, of course I have to go with The Wire. The Wire is based on realism, but we're thinking about these characters objectively, and we're looking at their perspective universes, right? So when I say motion, money, who had the most money in their respective universes, right? So even though The Wire is based in a more realistic format and more realistic show, and Power is based off entertainment value, we still have to compare these characters in a fair way, right? So we're saying in their respective universes, right? And first, we're gonna talk about my favorite category. That's press factor, right? And it's no secret. You already know is Tommy Egan is the press god. Nobody presses quite like Tommy. He is what I like to call the press god. There's only a couple of characters in television history that can contend with this man on sheer press factor.
You know, when I killed your brother, I get to see his face when I shot him in the head. Fuck you. I'll be right back with your money.
But remember, we're talking perspective universes. Now, Marlo's crew, they represent him. They represent him and what they were doing in Baltimore at that time in those row houses was unprecedented. Marlo was something that you would call a demented serial killer. Like this dude, like you should play some horror music when you're dealing with Marlo. With that being said, as crazy as it sounds, I'm gonna go with Marlo. Hear me out, because Marlo's press was more effective. People feared Marlo, not so much Tommy. Tommy will come through, roll and smoke you. He got more bodies, but people feared Marlo. They feared Chris and Snoop. But who did Chris and Snoop represent? And Chris and Snoop were soldiers who did everything strategically. And they move militantly, which means they're not doing their own thing. They represent Marlo's organization. I gotta give press factor to Marlo. Let me know what y'all think, man, because this was a tough one. Especially like not too many characters can even contend with Tommy when you talking press factor, and that's the truth.
Did you lose it already, fuckhead?
I gotta like you, Serbian prick. Get the bodies.
That's tough. That's tough, man. Tommy, press factor. Let me see what y'all think, man. Who y'all giving press factor to? Yeah, that's what I was saying. RC press factor should be interesting because Marlo presses differently than Tommy, but Marlo presses none the least. So I'm gonna have to give round one to Marlo. Let me know what y'all think. He didn't step to anybody himself. He didn't step to he was a boss who gave out orders. You know what I'm saying? But Chris and Snoop, the way they moved was a representation of Marlo. See, Tommy don't have that press. He don't have no Chris and Snoop. It's just Tommy, and I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy to think that somebody could have a deeper press factor than the cartoon character himself, Thomas Patrick Egan. But I'm here to tell you, man, Marlo Stansfield, aka Black, was a terror. A terror. You know what I'm saying? Craziness.
Right, you know the real reason why they call you quarter water? Because your mama used to charge 25 cents to pull a nigga dick after school.
Yo, fuck you, you bitch ass nigga.
That was Tommy catching one just because.
You rat piece of shit!
I said I got to get a slight edge to Marlo Stansfield. So right now we starting off. We got 1-0 Marlo Stansfield. Let me know if I got that right in the comments if you catch it. So Marlo was a true ghost in the sense of he just appeared and took over the game. Tommy brought attention to himself the first day he showed up in Chicago. I agree. Who is the smartest? Nah, Marlo managed to outsmart Prop Joe for one, which is a feat in itself. Tommy didn't start showing his intelligence until he got to Chicago. Uh, this is a tough. Who was the smartest? Because like I'm gonna defer to the chat, man. Who was the smartest? Okay, Marlo did set a lot of different plays. Um, you know what I'm saying? He outsmarted Prop Joe. He outsmarted Avon at times, as well as Stringer. He knew better than to make the deal with Stringer. He took over the New Day co-op. Um, he definitely was a shrewd maneuver, but Tommy went to Chicago, man, and damn near became a mastermind. What y'all think about that, bro? Who was the smartest? Who had the most intelligence between these two characters? I'm going, look. I'm gonna go with Tommy Egan. I don't know. They so similar. I don't know because they both don't want to get out of the game. Tommy's an idiot for that, not having an exit strategy. Marlo for sure didn't have an exit strategy. Dare I say it, this is damn near a tie. Help me out here, man. Who y'all got for intelligence between these two characters? This is Top Ops Marlo versus Tommy. I'm gonna agree with my man RC, man. I'm gonna give it to Tommy with the slight edge over Marlo Black Stansfield, the slightest of edges. And this matchup is close, man. Right now it's 1-1. Marlo gets press factor by a slight edge, and Tommy gets intelligence by a slight edge. Now, who has the most power between these two characters in their perspective universes? Who has the most power? And to me, it's not even close. Tommy Egan formed a whole coalition, took over a whole city. Marlo had the West Side. He really didn't have a lot of politicians in his pocket. Tommy was able to maneuver. He got the politicians in his pocket. Power. I gotta go with Tommy Egan for power, man. Gotta go with Tommy Egan for power. Marlo really didn't get into that political game, right? He wasn't trying to get, they tried to school him to that actually. And he was just a YN, man. He's the first YN. Marlo and his crew was the first wild boys on the block, man. They wasn't trying to hear none of that. Get you a bad cop on your pet. Marlo ain't had nobody on the payroll, Brody. Nobody. Tommy at least did, man. So I'm gonna say he has more power than Marlo in their perspective universes. Right now it's 2-1. It's a great matchup. It's 2-1. Two legends going at it today on Top Ops. We got Marlo Black Stansfield versus Tommy Marlo gets press factor. Tommy gets intelligence. But not only intelligence, Tommy got intelligence as well as power. Now we got to come down to the money. And this is exactly why I have to potential earnings possibly, but if I'm leaving off at the potential earnings, Tommy. But like he said, Marlo got out the game with 10 million. So I got to go with Marlo for money. I'm not talking about potential earnings. We don't know. Tommy might be a pack on his way back to New York. But we know that Marlo left the game with 10 million. Tommy was damn near broke, trying to bounce back. Right in those last episodes of Force, he wasn't broke, but he gave a lot of money away. So we're not talking about potential earnings. We're talking about money that's on the floor. So I gotta go with Marlo for money. DeMarcus in the building. What's good, DeMarcus? We got top ops. And it's coming down to this last category, man. I knew this matchup would be interesting. Two similar characters, heavy press factors, two dudes that do not have no aspirations to do nothing but sell dope. We saw how Marlo ended on the corner just for fun. He stabbed some kids up on the corner just for fun, kicked them off their own corner. And Tommy has never even thought about getting out of the game. Power, that went to Tommy. Tommy has a whole cartel behind him. So I would say that was a lot more powerful than Marlo. Money, we gave that to Marlo. He left the game with 10 M's. Don't get no better than that. Press factor, we gave that to Marlo. Because Chris and Snoop was really pressing. And the press just it meant more in Baltimore. People were afraid. He was like the boogeyman. And intelligence, we gave that to Tommy Egan. So it all comes down to who has the most motion at the time. Hey, and I can say this. Gotta look at it. At the end of the Perspective series, The Wire, Marlo really didn't have too much going on. They tried to turn him into a businessman with investments. He couldn't even take that. He listened to the meeting for a second. He walked off, and then he ran little dudes off the corner. He really didn't have much motion. He just had, like he said, he just had the 10 million. At this point, Tommy has all the motion in the world, man. He done just won, took over Chicago. He got the Coalition, Shanti. He got the Insane Princess, Che. He has potential to make money in New York with Tariq. He has the most motion. And there you have it for this episode of Top Ops. And your winner is none other than Tommy's Patrick Egan, the cartoon hero himself, Tommy Egan, with the 3-2 win over Marlo Stansfield.
You rat piece of shit!
Marlo, let me know, man. What y'all think? Did I get this one right? What y'all think? Talk about it. I think I'm pretty accurate with it. Let me know, man. I'm about to check the comments before we slide up out of here. Let me know if I got this one right. Tommy wins 3-2. 3-2. Tommy gets the dub, man. The cartoon hero himself.
Oh, yeah. Stop.
Okay. 7 p.m. Merkovich's restaurant. Miguel is sending his men to kill the Serbs.
It's 6:58.
You really are the baddest fling, Claudia. Or your fucking father. But this is for my friend.
Janard, you be a fucking man and kill me.
Gotta give it up to the cartoon hero, man. He is the winner of Top Ops. Let me know real quick, man. Type it in the chat who you got. Hey, Shanti versus Snoop, man. I don't know if Snoop would get a category over Shanti except press factor. No way she get intelligence. She has zero motion. Like, these matchups have to be good ones. She got zero motion. If we were doing Shanti versus Snoop, power goes to Shanti. Money goes to Shanti. Motion goes to Shanti. Press factor goes to Snoop. And intelligence goes to Shanti. Snoop was so damn dumb, she didn't even do her own recon. She didn't even do what she taught Mike. She taught Mike to get there early and then end up not getting there early. Getting spotted by a teenager and got her water cut off. So she was a bumbling idiot. She was just a hitter. I mean, she was influential probably in Baltimore. You know what I mean? But Shanti got a whole crew. She has a whole crew. You know what I'm saying? And she's a leader, putting plays together. She's 1 degree of separation away from a cartel plug. She's actually a dealer. Snoop ain't pitching nothing. Ain't making no money. She's just a hitter. She's just basically a hit woman. I feel like she's not even on that in that level to even go with Ashanti. What up, though? OT in the building, man. Top Ops. We up in here. We about to slide up out of here. Hey, OT ain't gonna agree with this one, man. Tommy Egan just put BTA to Marlo, man. 3-2. Tommy got power. Marlo got money. Tommy got the motion. Marlo got press tour. And Tommy got intelligence. Let me know what y'all think. What's some matchups y'all want to see on the next Top Ops before we slide up out of here, man? And I appreciate y'all coming through on this early live. I was supposed to do this live at 5:30, but I'm about to shoot a couple moves. And I wanted to do you know what I'm saying, Top Ops. I want to keep it going. Now that would be a good one. What's her name? Girl from Top Boy. Girl who smoked Summer House Sully. Girl who smoked Summer House Sully. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. He said Tommy not smarter than Marlo. I don't know. I said they both didn't have exit strategies. Marlo was smart. He did outsmart. That's debatable. It was very, very. See, this was a close matchup because Marlo did outsmart Prop Joe. He did take over the New Day co-op, but the shit Tommy was doing in Force, they just turned him into a damn mastermind. So I gave him the slight edge. But shit, I could be wrong, man. Definitely. That's an OT. Hey, I might have. Hey, he did beat the game. I did say that OT. He was the only. He one of the only ones to beat the game. Hey man, we might have to have a recall, man. We might actually have our first recall because this was a close matchup, man. We'll go through the categories real quick again, and I'll let y'all vote. We'll see who actually gets this dub before we get up out of here. But right now, it's looking like look, power. I gave that to Tommy. Money, Marlo left the game with the 10 milli. So I gotta go off that. I gotta go with Marlo. Motion, I gave that to Tommy. Press factor, I gave it to Marlo. So it's coming down to who was the smartest. Who was the smartest between Tommy and Marlo? That's what it's coming down to. Hey, this right here though, OT. This is what could convince me to lean towards Marlo. He beat the game, bro. He's the only nigga who beat the game. He beat the game, bro. Now we buy. Hey, look, I ain't mad at that. I'm with. Hey, listen. For the first time in Top Ops history, we are switching the winner. So no Thomas Patrick Egan cartoon hero himself does not win this, but Marlo does by the slightest of edge. There you have it, man. Marlo wins. Quick recap before we slide up out of here. Power, that went to Tommy. Money went to Marlo. Motion went to Tommy. Press factor went to Marlo by the slightest of margins. And intelligence went to Marlo by the slightest of margins. There you have it, 3-2. And your champion this week, Marlo, Black, Stansfield, the original YN of the game, the only character in television history, the only character in television history to beat the game. He didn't go to jail. OT, but damn, do that make Marlo a cartoon hero too? The nigga took no losses. Marlo was a cartoon character. No. Oh no, Omar was giving him BTA. Pause. Omar was belt. So no, he not a cartoon character. Yeah, OT. I prefaced it. Yeah, of course, The Wire, but The Wire is prefaced in realism, and Power is prefaced in entertainment. So we're just talking about them in their respective universes. That's the only way we can make this fair, because it's gonna be The Wire every time. It's gonna be The Wire every time. But like when I'm talking about money and motion, I'm talking about in their respective universes. Like money, I'm not talking about potential money, because we was talking about potential earning possibilities. It would have to be Tommy. But Marlo's sitting on 10 million. Tommy don't have that. We don't know what the future holds. I'm going off when Force ended, when The Wire ended. That's what I'm going off. All right. And right, RC, winning the game is unprecedented. Winning the game is unprecedented. That shit crazy right there. Benjamin up in here was good. We about to slide up out of here, but hey, look. Shout out to OT for pulling up. Shout out to everybody for pulling up. Uh, we'll talk about this real quick before we slide up out of here. We'll do another impromptu. We got Marlo versus Franklin. Real quick, let's go through the categories. Franklin Saint, now y'all know Snowfall broke my heart with the way they ended Franklin Snake's story. But he's still alive, and when you're alive, you can always bounce back. But the way they did my dog in the end was crazy. Oh, well, see, don't do that. Avon wanted to get Hey, he was the original YN, bro. All right. Power. Damn, who had the most power? I'm gonna say Frank. I'm gonna say Frank had the most power. Money, Marlo. Frank was broke as hell, bro. Hey man, Frank. It ain't looking good for Franklin, bro. Motion, he has none. Yeah, this is bad. Press factor, Marlo. Yeah, it's a landslide. Intelligence, I give it to Frank. But yeah, man, that's a 3-2 spanking right there. Yeah, I give him that, but I gotta go off what he had, cause that boy was a damn near crackhead for the story ended. Yeah, Tommy, yeah, hey man, shout out to Marlo with the dub. Bill, appreciate y'all for falling through. Keep your notification bells on, man. Lock in to the real, you know the deal. Like, subscribe, you already know the vibe. It's the TVC press tour, and I'm about to slide, man. Peace. We out.
Lost without you, the big review. Go like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Lost without you.